So as you know, President Trump tweeted out a proclamation recently that transgender soldiers are no longer allowed to serve in the United States military. And my question is, can't we just agree that nobody should be soldiers? Like, no soldiers? Dude, what are you talking about? Then who are comedy club audiences and football stadium crowds and airline passengers supposed to give it up for? I don't know. How about some real heroes, right? The soldiers who are brave enough not to go to war and are searching for truth. The ones who've chosen to fight for something else, you know, like a living wage or equality or healthcare and peace. I actually believe in nonviolence and peace. And I think this constant cheerleading for war and to send young people off to die thing isn't creating lasting peace. No war has ever ended war. It just results in a lot of young people that are dying for the corporate state. One of my friends was like, hey, if it wasn't for vets like me fighting for your freedom, you wouldn't be living in peace and you'd be speaking Arabic. Which is actually kind of interesting because my grandfather actually immigrated here from Lebanon as a child, so he's probably right. I would be speaking some Arabic. My grandpa had to leave because of all the nice soldiers who kept bombing his family. But I do agree, war is obviously the best way to end war and to bring about peace. We should stick with this war thing. It's working freaking awesome so far. Or we could try something else, like nonviolence, and not be a part of creating more war. Like, dude, soldiers don't create war, dude. Soldiers fight in wars. They fight for your freedom. Well, that is one point of view, and that is fine. But we should just agree that you're wrong and that you're contributing to war and to death and to the destruction of mankind. Because Martin Luther King Jr. and a ton of others have said that any contribution to war creates more war. So guess what? You're not just disagreeing with the greatest civil rights leader ever, but the greatest minds in human history like Einstein and Jesus and Buddha and Gandhi and Krishnamurti and Muhammad, right? Ali, not this one, all right? But I do love you, and please don't shoot me like you did some of these other ones because I want peace. Now, if you're currently in the armed forces, I want you to know that I sincerely appreciate you fighting for our economy, all right? Because I benefit greatly living here and having American privilege, all right, for now. But the people who say that they're fighting for freedom, they've never once invaded the banks or a Bilderberg meeting. So I gotta admit, I'm a little bit skeptical about that whole fighting for our freedom thing. Although, sometimes out of nowhere, the military gives me hope and pride. Right? I read a headline basically that said the top generals are refusing to change the transgender policy until one of the adults tells them to. So, ha-ha, Trump. The rest of us, give it up for the troops.